It's a very fun job. This is all I do for a living, Glasgow. I travel around the country, I find large groups of people with sort of the same sense of humour as me, and then I tell them jokes for the evening. It's a lovely thing to do. It means I get to go everywhere. Any Irish people in? Oh, a few. Not that many. It sounds like the roads in Glasgow are very nearly finished. I was in Dublin recently doing a show, and I was there with a friend hanging out in Dublin for the day. What could be finer? And he dared me to say this at the end of the show. So right at the end of the show, I went, Dublin, I don't know much about Irish politics. That was pretty much their reaction. A couple of thousand people going, I bet you fucking don't, no. I said, I don't know much about it, but he dared me to do it, so I had to say it. I said, I don't know much about Irish politics. I just think we should have one Ireland united. They were on their feet in Dublin. This guy is all right. And then I added, one Ireland united. Under British rule. Any Welsh people in? Any Welsh? Just one. We seem to have contained the problem. Good. I'm loving the Welsh. I really like. Every time I go to Wales, I have a lovely time. The people are very friendly. But I get annoyed every time I go to Wales, not by the people, but by the signs. All the signs in Wales. Have you been there? All the signs. Road signs, tourist information, shop signs. Every fucking sign has to be in English and Welsh. Everything English and Welsh. It's ridiculous, because it costs a fortune to do, and only 5% of the population of Wales can read. Well, I like to think of myself as an equal opportunities offender. We've done the Irish, we've done the Welsh. Any Scottish people in? Imagine my surprise. Here's a question for you, my Scottish friends. If you were a homeless, alcoholic Scot, and you had Tourette's, how would they ever know? Tell you where it's rough in England. I was there recently and I didn't realise it was meant to be rough, but Nottingham, I didn't realise this, Nottingham is the gun capital of Great Britain. Tell you what Nottingham needs, a sheriff. It's quite a silly joke. There any Scousers in? Oh, there's a few there. All right, hi the Scousers. You well? No. What do you do for a living? Oh, sorry, I forgot you were a Scouser there for a second. I apologise, I didn't mean to. That's awkward. I'm not having a go at Liverpool. I'm loving the Scousers. It's a great place to do a gig. It's got a similar feel to Glasgow in terms of people heckle quite a lot. They join in. They're quite up for it. A nice sense of humour. Loving the Scouse crowd. Although I will say this about Liverpool. Liverpool is the only city in Great Britain where JD Sports has an evening wear department. They've got a fucking bridal shop. Can I interest madam in an off-white tracksuit? I always make a bit of an effort. When I'm travelling around the country doing this job, I always make a bit of an effort to do the accent of wherever I am. And I think generally people take that pretty well. They like the fact you've made a bit of an effort. But sometimes people get chippy if you don't get it exactly right. I had a guy come up to me. I was doing a gig in the north of England. And this guy came up to me after the show, quite aggressive. Yeah. He said, all right, our kid. I don't think you've got any fucking respect for this town. Try and do the voice. We don't even fucking talk like that. Not bad. I said, no, you've got me all wrong. I love Newcastle. I've got a friend that got into an argument with a barmaid from Sunderland. Long story short, he ended up calling her a fat, ugly, Geordie cunt. And she said, I'm no a Geordie. I'm no a Geordie. Sorry, that's a terrible accent. But it is how they talk. I'm always impressed when I'm travelling around the place. I came up on the train, and I'm very impressed with anyone that can get on a train. Maybe some of you can do this. Can any of you get on a train and you don't have to ask, is it the right train? I'm unable to do that. Whenever I get on a train, I've always got to find someone who looks like a grown-up to me and go, is this the right one? Is this the one for Glasgow? And we all know the answer, because we've all been asked by a tit like me. The answer is always, hope so. Hope so. I've started doing it on planes. My girlfriend said she wanted me to tease her. I said, all right, fatty.